Hello, my fellow cum guzzlers. Today I want to talk about some basic fundamental analysis and show you why buying AMC is a bad idea with the very simple analogy that we can all understand: ice cream. So I'm going to go through this analogy with you. Imagine that I have an ice cream truck business and I'm selling my truck for $11,000. Now, the ice cream truck makes $10,000 or $1,000 per year. It costs me $2,500 to make the ice cream because I gotta get the cream and the ice. And for whatever reason, I'm only able to sell $1,000 of ice cream per year, but it cost me $2,500 to make the ice cream. And also in that year, the truck depreciated by another $2,500. Oh, I also owe $43,000 on the truck that's on the books. So would you buy my ice cream truck? Do you think this is a good deal to pay $11,000 for my ice cream truck? Because if you think it is a good deal, that's what you're doing when you're buying AMC. So these are just that analogy. These numbers here are kind of exactly in correlation to the numbers that AMC currently has. So I pulled this straight up from the internet. Like if we look at AMC, if we look at their, PS ratio, their PE ratio is non-existent because they don't make any money. But if we look at their PS ratio, their PB ratio, and I'm gonna discuss this right now. So PS ratio of 11.55, that's basically equivalent to a price of like $11,000 and a sales of like $1,000. That's how you get that ratio. That's exactly this ice cream truck. The PE ratio is non-existent. They make no earnings. They just don't make money. They lose more money every year than the amount they make on sales. And then a book value to price, BVPS, or book value to share ratio of -5.2, or -5.12. So what that means is, you know how AMC has a float of 450 million shares. If you own one share, that means you own 1 out of 450 millionth of that company. And if the company were to cease all operations and just liquidate right now, basically its book value is -$5.12 per share. This is what this definition of book value means. It's what investors would get if they sold all of the company's assets and paid for all of the debts. AMC has a shit ton of debts, and just like this ice cream truck had a shit ton of debt, the AMC has a lot of debt. So what would happen if the company liquidated? Essentially, as a shareholder, per share of the company is owing $5.12 per share you own. That's just how the math works. Of course, as a shareholder, your shares are just going to go down to 0 cents because if the company liquidated, and then the company's going to, no one's going to, it would probably file for bankruptcy or whatever because they can't if they don't pay their debtors. AMC has an EPS, earnings per share, of -$21. So what this means is, as a shareholder, as a part owner of the company lost $21 on your behalf per share you own. So for every share of the company lost $21. Fine, you can say that's due to COVID, but if you look back into history, AMC consistently lost money quarter after quarter, year after year. So what this all means is, fundamentally, AMC is a poorly run business. I'm sorry to say that, but I'm sorry about hurting your feelings. Maybe you had memories on AMC. Maybe you got your first bro job in an AMC chair back in the day. But when it comes down to it, AMC is just a poorly run business. Shorting and buying puts, despite all its evils and all the bad things that does and the negativity it has the benefit of price discovery. It lets bad companies die out, and it lets good companies, do better and get more funding and change the world. Essentially, that's one benefit actually of shorting and buying puts. And actually, you're helping each other get rich, but you're also helping these companies' execs, like AMC's execs, get richer. Chief executive of AMC, Adam Aaron, his total compensation more than doubled in 2020. He makes $20 million a year, and that's more up from $10 million in 2019. And the theaters like practically closed, for 2020. And the true like people who work at AMC, the people busting your popcorn, running it full of butter and all that jazz, those people are, making minimum wage, but the CEO is making $20 million. And the more AMC you buy, the more you're supporting it. So why is AMC going up then? It's going up because maybe a little bit there's a short squeeze going on. Yes, 21% short interest. That is really high. But it's not as high as GME's back in the day when GME was over 100%. But sure, AMC is pretty high. But I actually wouldn't even count on that short interest to make the price go up anymore. Right now, the volume is so high, like 650 million shares were traded just today, I think. Right here, over 650 million shares. And that's more than the float. So like in a single day, more shares of the company are going back and forth. People are buying, selling. I don't know whatever the heck you guys are doing. That the short interest is kind of irrelevant because the days to cover is less than one. Like in a single day, all the shorts they can all cover because there's so much volume going on, and the shorts probably already covered. You know that on Ortex and all these websites like that, the short interest stuff, it's the days to cover and stuff. It's always lagging a little bit, so you don't know what the actual short interest of the day is. It might have gone to very low by now. So truly, why is AMC going up then? So in all honesty, I think AMC is going up because of this phenomenon known as retard strength. Reddit, Wall Street Bets has 10 million people, 10 million subscribers. If just 1/10 of them are diehard AMC and GME fans, that's 1 million people right there. And if, each one of those people put in $1,000, that's, 1 million people times $1,000, that's $1 billion right there into AMC. AMC's market cap as of today is about $10 billion. An extra $1 billion is a 10% move. So that could just be it. It's just people buying more shares of AMC, propping up a bad company. So in summary, what is this? AMC to me is it's like a pyramid scheme. It's like a Madoff scheme. It's a Ponzi scheme. You need like all this excitement and news and get other fellow buyers to keep buying in, as long as you're not the last one, so that you're not holding the bag, and you gotta be careful and try to exit before everyone else does. But you can't really time it because to be honest, it might go up more. I mean, Retard's got to read, so maybe more people are gonna come in. Never short a bubble. So that's kind of what's going on. Just be careful. Be sure you're not the last one holding up the pyramid for the rest of your fellow apes at the top. You can see, GME went through a lot of stuff back then when it went through its crazy bubble. And it went down very quickly. Like you would not have wanted to be up here and then in the next day or in the same day actually end up down here or here, and then for another week just end up here. You'd be crushed. It went from $500 to $40. I don't know if you could weather or hold that, but and you say fine, but now it's back up. I could have just held all this, not worried, diamond handed, and now I'm back up. Well, that is a special case of it coming back up. I think that is really unique. Not all stocks necessarily will do that. Case in point being, Cisco. Back in many years ago, if you look back during the .com boom, it was super high. It went up to $82, and then it went down. So sure, you could have hodled, but even after 20 years, it didn't come back up. I mean, in its heyday, Cisco was the shit. Everyone was singing that thong song back in 2000, but it never quite came back up. So I mean, this could be AMC, this could be GME. This could be you right here, and you could be bag holding. So I'm not saying you will be. I'm not saying it won't go up more. I don't know. So, but yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys my thought on this situation. Yeah, I do feel like I missed out. I definitely FOMO'd right now. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. For my part, being a cum guzzler myself, uh, I think I should probably buy some puts on AMC, So with that and with my special put buying account, you know how I have like a Robinhood account? I also have this Webull account that I just use for buying puts. I funded it with $1,000 starting last Friday. As of today, it's down at $300. But I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna buy a put on AMC with my last remaining cash of $94. Let's see here. AMC options. Buy some puts. Sure. Let me get. Well. Yeah, these look like some good FDs. I could get 2 of them. Yeah, why not? All right, there you have it. Here are the puts I own. They all expire tomorrow, except for some calls that I have on TRQ, because something copper. But anyways, yeah, we're in it for some AMC puts. Let's see how they turn out.